Mr. Parks here. Today we're going to find the circumference of a circle. So before we begin, we're going to go through all the key features again. So the circumference of a circle is that which goes around the outside. So I'm going to write that in our keywords section just over here. We have circumference. So the circumference is like a perimeter, but it's called a circumference when we deal with circles. And that's the length of the outside of the shape. Now we need to find the circumference, but in order to be able to find the circumference, first we need the diameter. Now the diameter is a line that goes from one end of the circle to the other and passes through the middle, as you can see here. So I'm going to write diameter under our keyword heading. Now, like the formula for area, finding the circumference has that pi symbol again. So I'm going to write it up on the board. So if I would like to find the circumference, I literally need to use this formula here. It is pi times d, where d stands for diameter. Same as before, in layman terms, this is just like me writing pi times diameter. Exactly like that. So if you get confused, not to worry, they mean exactly the same thing. So we're going to go into a little bit of an example. I'm going to show you how to use this. So say we're given a diameter of 5 centimetres. So the diameter of my circle is 5 centimetres. First of all, I write down my formula, which is going to be memorised. It's going to be in our heads. Okay, so I write that down, and then for D, I'm going to write 5 centimetres because the diameter of the circle is 5 centimetres. Now, pi is just a number, but it's an irrational number. So we need to use our scientific calculators in order to calculate numbers involving pi. In order to do that, if I come right up close, I need to press the shift button, which is at the top left of the calculator, just like that. And then to actually get pi up, I need to find the button that resembles pi, and as you can see here, pi is a little yellow writing above it. I press that, and as you see on the screen, I've got my pi. Excellent. So now once I've got pi, all I do is I multiply that by whatever my diameter was. Well, in this example, my diameter is 5, so I have pi times 5, which gives me a total of 15.707963227. Now, as before, we can't leave our answers like that. We must round them. So I'm going to round to 1 decimal place again. So if I leave that under here, I have 15 point. I look at 7. I look at the next number. It's below 5, so I'm going to keep this as 15.7. Now, to get my final mark for the question, I need to remember my units. We're dealing with centimetres in this question, so therefore, as my answer, I must remember that the diameter, because it's just a length, is in fact 15.7 centimetres. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is finding the circumference of a circle.